Okay, we're here at the infirmary, and we're in the middle of a medical team meeting. We have a very experienced staff here, and one of them is Vanessa Sufal. And Vanessa is actually a former camper, and she's also has 13 years of experience here at Lions Camp, and she's leading one of the medical teams, which is a very challenging effort. But she has to stay in touch with all of her staff on a regular basis, overview all of the medical charts for all the campers and their care. And what I'd like to do is just introduce you to Vanessa and let her say a couple of words about what it's like to be here at Texas Lions Camp and her role as a medical team leader. Hey Vanessa, tell us a little bit about what it's like to be a team leader at Lions Camp.
Team leader this year is a lot of fun. I'm in charge of an entire unit, so 3 different wings and a lot of good girls to be in charge of. So we're just looking at the charts and taking care of them, just making some changes that they need so they can make and have the best experience that they want to at camp this year.
Any special challenges you run into every year at camp when you come here?
Not really, no.
How are your campers adjusting in the last couple of days?
Really good. I've got 12 and 13-year-old girls, and they're doing awesome. They're really sweet. We're making some changes, and they're willing, and they're having fun as well, and that's what we want.
How many of your campers are new to camp, and how many of them are returning?
We actually have quite a few that are new, maybe some newly diagnosed campers as well, and so a lot of our girls are new to camp and having a good time, and a lot of the others are pros, and they've been here 4, 5, 6 times already.
Any of them using pumps?
We have quite a few on pumps in our unit this year, yes. A couple Omnipods. So the girls are getting a lot of experience into all the different types of ways that you can treat your diabetes.
Have you been making some adjustments or changes to the management of some of these campers?
We are now, absolutely. We're noticing some lows, and we're going to treat those and fix those. We're noticing some highs, and we're going to make sure that we make those adjustments. Yes.
Now, how many of the members of your medical team are there?
I have 6 med staff on my team.
And I see a couple of them are here working with you?
Oh, these are the team leaders, yes. I have 6 med staff that work underneath me and taking care of the campers, but
co-team leader
right here with Nicole, Team C.
Well, why don't you introduce your friends here?
This is Nicole. Go for it.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi.
What team do you lead?
I'm Unit 5, Team C, Unit 5. I got the boys, she's got the girls.
What kind of challenges do you see with the boys that's different than what you see Vanessa dealing with the girls?
Different challenges.
And again, what age group are you working with?
12 and 13-year-olds. Yeah.
So right at that age where they're becoming a little bit more independent. Still got to get them to eat their food though. Make sure they have plenty of energy and nutrition for the day.
How's it going so far?
It's going okay. Some a little bit more difficult, but we get them there.
The day's pretty long?
My day is continuing since Sunday.
Is that a loaded question?
Right now.
She worked overnight last night. She's a little tired.
Okay. Tell us about that. How does that work when you're a team leader? Do you actually cover things in the infirmary and you stay here overnight on call in case of emergencies?
Yeah, we do. 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Once or twice a week.
What kind of things is the infirmary prepared to handle in terms of minor emergencies and such?
Any injuries that happen out there, scrapes, bumps, and bruises. Had some chapped lips this morning, pretty intense. Last night we had a girl with, just bruised her hand, things like that.
Just routine things for camp, huh?
Yeah, routine camp stuff, bumps and bruises mainly.
Now, to your left is, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jessica, and I'm also a team leader. I'm in charge of Unit 2B. So they're the 8 and 9-year-old girls. It's really fun. It's been a lot of sparkle, pink, and Justin Bieber. So I'm having a lot of fun. And I guess challenges with my girls is getting them to eat. They're little. They still don't understand the importance of eating, and we're giving them the insulin. So that's been a challenge. But I'm already seeing some girls turn around, eating their food, especially yesterday in the evening, this morning. So it's been good.
Well, tell me a little bit about your background. Where are you coming from? How did you get here?
I am a resident for a family medicine program. So I heard about it through the residency program. Nicole's already been here. She's really excited about it, and that's how I heard about it. So definitely wanted to come and learn more about how to manage these little kids so that I can go back and be more efficient about treating these kids if they ever come to my office.
What have you learned so far about diabetes that you think that you didn't know when you came here?
I've learned that it's a lot harder than I thought it'd be to manage girls.
It's not all princesses and
it's
rainbows.
It's not always Justin Bieber.
And I've learned how important it is to manage these kids and how difficult it is to teach them how to do carb counting and insulin, especially when they're so young.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much for being here. We have a couple of other team leaders here just introduced, and here's somebody who's very special. This is Melissa Kwan, Dr. Melissa Kwan, who's been with the camp now for how many years, Melissa?
This is my 10th year here.
10th year. I mean, Melissa has worked on virtually every aspect of the medical and program staff, so she has a huge depth of experience for a decade to be so young. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from Houston, Texas, and I grew up there, and my dad took me into coming to camp my first summer when I was 18, and it was an interesting experience, and then I decided to come back to work the entire summer, and it was an awesome experience. But now that I'm supposed to be working, I guess I can only take 2 weeks out of the summer, so I'm coming back as med staff, and it's been great.
How has the experience influenced you, maybe professionally and maybe personally?
So coming to camp and working with these kids has completely changed my perspective on everything. It's nice to go in as a doctor and going, I know what you do on a daily basis, and so this is what you do all day, every day, all week long, instead of being the doctor that goes in and says, why aren't you doing this? Why is it so hard for you to do this at home? And just to know that there's so much more that happens in the outside real world.
I would imagine, having been on the program staff and now being a physician on the staff, gives you some rather interesting skill sets that you can apply when necessary. Tell me a little bit about that.
As far as being program staff, behavior management has been something that I have to learn so much about, dealing with a lot of homesickness and things like that. Other just random skill sets. I'm awesome. You learn to wipe butts really well when you're on program staff. You learn to braid hair super fast and super efficiently. And you're really good at just embarrassing yourself just to make a kid smile, because that's what camp is really all about.
Well, I would imagine braiding hair is something you probably don't learn at your Johns Hopkins residency program.
No. They don't do a little class on that. There's no new conference on it.
Maybe you can take that skill back with you to Baltimore when you return.
I think I might.
Well, thanks for coming back for a 10th year. Next to you is...
Hi, my name is Suzette, and I'm working with the 11 to 10-year-old boys this year.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Suzette.
So I'm originally from Austin. I'm also doing a family medicine residency program in Sugar Land, Texas, so it's around Houston area.
Now, how'd you hear about the camp?
Same thing. We have some of the residents in our program have done this camp before in the past, and they had nothing but good things to say about it, so they recruited me.
Well, thanks for your time. I have to say we have several of our team leaders here. We have a total of 8 team leaders, 1 team leader per unit. So that means each group of 25 to 30 campers, 25 to 40 campers has a physician or a very experienced medical staff person in charge of their care. In addition to our senior core staff who oversees the team leaders. So there's several layers of protection that provide the safety that we aim to achieve here at Texas Lions Camp. Thank you very much for your time, folks. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.